Alright, so we got a special video today. Unfortunately, I'm going to read Kamala Harris's website. I will try to make it enjoyable for you guys, but no promises. So the first thing that came to me is I don't know why the I's are capitalized like this when they're not starting a sentence. Like, why is this I and Tim capitalized? Why is this? I don't know if they did a global replace on the word I, or maybe this is just some new rule I didn't know about, but it's kind of annoying. All right, here we go. As the daughter of parents who brought her to civil rights marches in a stroller, she was inspired to tackle injustice from an early age. She took that mission to country courtrooms, to the California Attorney General's office, the United States Senate, and the White House. All right, well, let's see what she actually did in those courtrooms, okay? So, she arrested parents when their children didn't show up to school, which disproportionately affected black families. After the kid is already missing school, to make things easier on him, she just sent the parents to jail, and Kamala called it an unintended consequence of the law that she created. She then dismissed 1,500 drug cases after it was made clear that a technician at the San Francisco Police Department had been skimming drugs. Now she is running for president of the United States to continue protecting our freedoms, delivering justice, and expanding opportunities so that every American can not just get by, but get ahead. Right, yeah. She does not want every American to get ahead. She wants them to have the opportunity to get to the same place.
It has to be about a goal of saying everybody should end up in the same place. And since we didn't start in the same place, some folks might need more. Equitable distribution.
Giving resources based on equity, understanding that we fight for equality, but we also need to fight for equity, understanding not everyone starts out at the same place.
So there's a big difference between equality and equity. Equality.
As vice president, she's been a trusted partner to President Joe Biden. I don't know if Joe Biden knew that they were partners, but in case he didn't, she hid his senility for almost 4 years, put him in front of a national audience for the debate, and then took the nomination for herself. So, nice work. All right, standing up against extremists, that's insane. She lets people burn our flag and get away with it. She lets them hang up a Palestine flag and get away with it. She doesn't care. The Biden-Harris administration has achieved a historic record of accomplishment, including bringing our economy from the brink of disaster to creating nearly 16 million new jobs. All right, so the majority of the 16 million jobs are for people that were laid off during COVID, and then after they were done playing video games and ready to get back to work because the world was open again, they came back to work. And then the rest, they had 4 years to create 7 million jobs, and many of those jobs went to illegal immigrants. So, nice. Investing over $1 trillion in infrastructure projects like repairing roads, bridges, removing every lead pipe in America, improving public transit. All right, let me tell you a story. So it's a quick one. My friend was taking the train the other day, and she looks over, and there's a guy pleasuring himself, just staring right at her. Tell her that the public transit has been improved. I also took the train recently. I live in New York, so everyone takes the train. And there's just a dude that was just completely gone. And then I get onto the subway, and there's just a cigarette burning in the car, and nobody is in the car. It's just me. Also, in SF, only 40% of the riders came back after COVID was over. So you definitely have not improved public transit. And expanding access to high-speed internet. Yeah, this is good. This is so good. I love this. This is one of those initiatives where they will just take your tax money and then just throw it into the furnace. Elon even explains that if they had just used Starlink, he could have done it for them infinitely cheaper. They needed $42 billion to give people access to the internet. Verizon most likely gave Biden a quote for $42 million, and he came back thinking it was $42 billion. Strengthening the Affordable Care Act and lowering health insurance premiums to save millions more. Lowering premiums? Okay, people, you watching this, you know your premiums have gone up so much that you need to take a 7th mortgage on your house. This is just ridiculous. Okay, expanding healthcare for veterans to expose talks. Them talking nicely about what they've done for veterans is insane because we have veterans that are out on the street right now, but illegal immigrants are staying in 4-star, 5-star hotels and getting $1,400 a month. So I can't read anything that they say that is good about what they're doing for veterans. This is just BS. Enacting the first meaningful gun safety reform in decades and bringing violent crime down to a near 50-year low. You know, the best way to to lower crime is to not report it, and that's what they've been doing. Passing the largest ever investment in tackling the climate crisis. Yeah, it's always like something super, super high level, like largest ever investment in tackling the climate crisis, because you know if you actually got to see where that money went truly, you would be like, oh, okay, so we threw it out. And we're also on the brink of World War III, so the climate crisis, as important as it is, maybe we can wait. Oh boy, okay. Vice President Harris has proudly represented the United States on the global stage in meetings with over 150 world leaders. Let's play the clip of her meeting with a world leader, okay?
And relatedly, is the United States willing to make a specific allocation for Ukrainian refugees? And for President Duda, I wanted to know if you think, and if you asked the United States to specifically accept more refugees.
Okay. A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Okay, I can first. Okay, so.
And bolstered vital alliances against tyranny abroad, and she's committed to stopping would-be authoritarians and dictators at home. Dictators at home. Dictator. Was she alluding to Trump at... That's a wild statement. Anyway, let's see how she truly feels about dictators, okay? Play that clip.
So the United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. And it is an alliance that is strong and enduring. And today, there were several demonstrations of just that point.
All right, so I just took a glimpse of what's left. There's so much propaganda, and I don't want you to, like, catch a virus from it. So instead, let's go down to here. So throughout her life, she's broken barriers, and she's now the first woman, first Black American, and first South Asian American to serve as vice president. So we're going with South Asian American. It was a lot of Indian before, and now we're doing South Asian. I guess maybe that polled better or something. There's so much footage of her being like the first Indian senator, South Asian American. It's a weird way to spell Indian. Obviously, India is in South Asia, but I don't know why she's so proud to be Indian. I don't know why she doesn't say that. Let's see if we wanted to go to an event. National Black Voters for Harris. Race. Zoom back. Okay. Latinos. All right. Why is it all race? Like, the party that is always putting anti-racism in their bio is the most racist party. Like, why is it all about race? It's so weird. You'll notice on her website, there's something very glaring that's missing, right? Well, her policy. There's nothing about her policy on her website. There's no policy section. And, you know, you're thinking what her supporters are saying? She's releasing her policy platform next week. So what are y'all currently supporting? I mean, literally. She promises to secure the border on day one. You're the president, or the vice president. But, okay, I didn't misspeak. I told the truth by accident. Anyway, she's the president. She can shut it down, but she doesn't. Like, I don't know. So maybe add a policy section. All right, so that was Kamala's website. Sorry you had to see that, and I will see you in the next video.